Hello students. So in this video we are going to discuss one question. Differentiate the following with respect to x. So some function is given as cos inverse sin x. So we have to differentiate this function. Suppose I am assuming this is y. Correct? So we have to differentiate this y with respect to x. So to solve this question we have two methods. First thing you can say कि sir this is cos inverse sin x, so we can use the chain rule. We can find the derivative of y with respect to x, means we have to derive this cos inverse of sin x. Correct? So first what we can do, we can use the chain rule. Means in chain rule what we are assuming, this is cos inverse. Suppose you will assume this is x, so cos inverse x means cos inverse derivative is nothing but minus 1 upon root over 1 minus x square. Correct? If I am telling derivative of cos inverse x, but it is not x, it is sin x. So instead of x I will write as sin x. Correct? And then derivative of sin x with respect to x. Derivative of sin x with respect to x. So derivative of sin x with respect to x is nothing but cos x. So instead of this derivative of sin x, I can write as cos x. Derivative of sin x will be cos x. So I am writing here cos x. Now if you will simplify, so this is minus 1 divided by root over 1 minus sin x whole square. Sin x whole square is nothing but sin square x. So I can write here as sin square x. So sin square x, and 1 minus sin square x is nothing but cos square x. Using the formula, since we know sin square x plus cos square x is sin square x plus cos square x is 1. So if this will go, this sin square x will go, then 1 minus sin square x is nothing but cos square x. Okay, so using this I can write this as 1 minus sin square x as cos square x. Okay, and root over cos square x is nothing but cos x. So this will become finally cos x. This will become cos x. So cos x and cos x will get cancelled. Ultimately we will get minus 1. So derivative of this function with respect to x is nothing but minus 1. This is one method. Using chain rule. Here we use the chain rule. Now we are going to solve this question in simpler way, most simpler way than this. Okay, since this is y cos inverse sin x, so we will try to remove this inverse. So in last video also I have discussed how I can remove this cos inverse. So cos inverse, if I am getting something like cos inverse cos theta, so this inverse will get removed and this will be theta. Correct? Cos inverse cos theta is nothing but theta. Okay, so this is already cos inverse. So this sin x can I convert in cos form? So we will tell yes, we can. How? Because sin x we can write as cos 90 minus x. 90 minus x means pi upon 2 minus x. So we can write in this way. Sin x I can write as cos pi upon 2 minus x, because we know cos 90 minus x is sin x. Okay, so using this we are going to solve. So this is nothing but cos inverse, and inside sin x I can write as cos pi upon 2 minus x, pi upon 2 minus x. Okay, and using this cos inverse cos, so this will finish. Okay, so if this will finish means this is pi upon 2 minus x. So ultimately y we got as pi upon 2 minus x, and what we have to do, we have to differentiate this function. So we have to differentiate this y. So we have to differentiate y. So we are going to differentiate y with respect to x. Ultimately we have to differentiate pi upon 2 minus x with respect to x, and pi upon 2 derivative is 0, constant derivative is 0, minus x derivative is 1. So this is 0 minus 1 will be our answer. So both the method we have used, we got the same answer. Obviously answer will be same. So but this method is much easier if we are going to solve, and first method was chain rule. So I hope you understood. If you have any confusion, then ask in the comment box. Thanks for watching.